We're back, guys. So everyone, thanks for hanging out earlier while we worked on the making our own gelatin. By the end of this stream, I'll show off pretty much where it's at right now. It'll be cooled down. Should be able to be, you guys should be able to see how thick it is. But this is the big stream I actually really wanted to work on today, which is painting the teeth for the Terrifier that we sculpted and finishing the Chestburster painting. So that's what we're going to be working on today, mainly a painting stream. If you guys like special effects, mold making, sculpting, makeup effects, anything like that, be sure to follow me on YouTube, creatively_cursed, and then also join the Discord, particularly if you're an artist. You can post your own artwork, and you can also see what other people are posting. We have channels for pretty much everything. I also am always in live chat, and if you get to level 10 on Discord, you can join the Trusted, and you can come on and chat with me, give me a hard time, ask questions, talk about whatever you want to talk about. So I guess without further ado, let's get into this. So first things first, for those of you who don't know, I think it was a week or two ago, we sculpted out of wax the dentures for the Terrifier makeup appliance that we've been working on for the past couple of weeks. Okay, these are the dentures. They're made out of wax. This is every aspect of this project has been the cheapest way to work on stuff. Okay, that's been the goal, and wax is really cheap. Jesus. So yeah, that's these teeth. They're wax right here. They don't last super long as your model is careful. You can use these for stills. Even if they're very careful, you can use them for plays and stuff like that. But it's kind of a one-off thing. You don't really want to do this super long term, but they do work. Now, as you can imagine, wax is pretty tricky to paint. But I had heard online that you can paint wax using an additive to acrylic paint, which is this stuff right here, paint adhesion medium. Okay. Unfortunately, most of the instructions are covered by this lovely sticker, but the important part that I'm seeing is that this mix needs to be mixed 1-to-1 with your acrylic paint. So that's interesting because we want to do washes anyways. We don't want to use solid colors. So we're already going to be diluting it with a little bit of an acrylic gloss medium anyways, but it's something to keep in mind. Let's see if we can get this sticker off and potentially reveal, without ripping off the other parts, the other instructions. So I don't know if you can pick this up at like Michael's or anything like that. You might have to, go and order it online like I did. But supposedly you can paint candles with this, and being that we basically sculpted these teeth out of paraffin wax, which is, insert generic low-cost candles, right? That's basically what candles are made out of. So, ooh, look at that. We might, oh no, we lost some of the instructions. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. So it's a bit of a mystery. It's like serve plastics, well apply, brush or sponge, soap and water for cleanup. That makes sense. All right, well, oh. Yeah, it looks like we're missing some vital part there. Something adhesion. So, all right, guys, let's hope we get it. Let's hope we nail this. So we got a bunch of water and whatnot. So I think the first thing I want to try and do is just paint the teeth. So he's got some messed up teeth. He's got some really messed up monster teeth. Okay, absolutely. So we're gonna just shake this up. Now this is actually an acrylic ink. I think is what it's called. It's like a really, acrylic ink. So it's like an ink that works with acrylic. So it's already kind of got a translucency to it, but we're gonna add even some more. We're gonna add even more acrylic medium to it to thin it out even more. So let's take, so the teeth we want, to obviously make them look nasty. So this is a great thing. I have another one here. I think these are both, this is a sienna and this is an umber. Yeah, sienna, and then this is umber. So these would be great for the teeth. I think I want to do the gums last. If you were doing acrylic teeth, meaning like you actually sculpted them, molded them, and cast them out of like monomer and acrylic, you'd actually use something called minute stain. Okay, you would not use acrylic. I'm sure you could, but it wouldn't stay as long as the minute stain. So a little bit of this is exploratory, just a heads up. Okay. Not exactly a science, okay? Look at that. It's a pretty solid color, really, for the fact that it's in ink, right? So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did 5 drops of that. And grab some gloss medium because these are teeth. We want them to look shiny, right? Teeth need to look shiny. These drops are not the same, so we'll probably only do like 3 drops of the gloss medium. They're a little bit bigger usually. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's do 4. God, it's harder to get drops. There we go. Do 4 drops of that. Then we're going to shake the crap out of this. Remember, that's a Deco Art paint adhesion medium. So it says improves adhesion to slick surfaces. I read on the website supposedly works on wax, but it also, obviously, if you damage the wax, at least the top layer, it's coming off when, you know, doesn't matter how good this is, it's coming off. So keep that in mind. Looking for my X-Acto blade. Hold on a second, guys. I just had it. Did I not? It grew little X-Acto blade legs and walked away. Okay, there it is. But supposedly, if you guys ever see really fancy paintings, or like candles that have like artwork painted on them, this is what people use. So keep that in mind. Smells like just normal acrylic paint. I'm a smeller, okay? To really understand something, I got to smell and be like, what's going on with the scents here? You just take a nice little like, and it just smells like regular acrylic paint. So I don't really know what they're using as like an adhesion promoter. Be interesting. It's probably related to, I would imagine, probably some additive that exists in Telesis, which is a really amazing appliance adhesion too. So 4, 5, 6. Let's assume, let's do 7. No, let's do 8. 8 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a little bit more than that. Okay. X-Acto today. It just scared me. That's no good. No, none. Yeah, X-Acto blades are no joke. I have cut myself many a time with X-Acto blades. That is not fun. I do not suggest that. Avoid at all costs. Okay. I have this neat little mixing tray. I don't really use it. Hey, creatures and monsters, what's going on? Hey, I don't know if you saw my comment, but if you ever want to jump over on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick during a stream, I'd happily kind of be able to go over a little bit more about how to mold those hands if you really want some help. So, by the way, those hands, and I think it was you who posted those hands and those tentacles in the Discord. Those are really cool. So we're going to mix these up. We're going to mix these up really nice. Yes, thank you. All right, well, here's the thing. Every time I've injured myself with an X-Acto blade, I also was being an idiot. It's only retrospectively that you realize how much of an idiot you are. You know? Ooh, you know, another thing I might add. I think I'm going to add some flow improver, guys. If you're familiar with any acrylic painting, model painting, you'll know that contrast paints are really big. And one of the main things about contrast paints is that they are they have a flow improver inside them, which is a surfactant that helps it just land a little bit differently. Carla, very cool. Thank you. No, I mean, these are just what's the word I'm looking for? 2, 3, 4, 5. These are just for this project. I've done teeth in the past for people. So here's the thing. You really need someone who is around and available for the life casting and fitting. So unfortunately, doing custom teeth for people, while it is possible, is a little tricky because you got to make sure that they're around to take the casting and everything, right? So the hope is that we can, again, get more of a wash, right? This is what we want. Now, this may not be perfect. It's my first time trying to paint wax, guys, okay? So let's start with the bottom teeth, okay? We're going to turn this a little bit. There we go. It's all about layers, so it's not going to be like just put it on and it's done, right? We have to be careful with drying too, because normally I would just take the heat or the hair dryer, right, and just dry these with the hair dryer, which you can do, but we can't use heat, right, because we don't want the wax to get injured. Oh yeah, I guess you could have someone else cast them, but that I'm not the biggest fan of that idea, because then what happens if the cast doesn't come out the way you need it and you've wasted a lot of time shipping life casts, you know? That's no bueno. I almost wonder if the way we're doing this is actually better for the material than... Because like washes, you don't have to have a super thick, opaque coat. The whole idea is actually to have a fairly non-opaque coat. It's all about the washes, right? So we already just got added quite a bit of color that is good, so... I'm actually pretty happy with that. We mixed up way more paint than we needed, but I'm happy. I'm happy with it, okay? All right, let's do the top teeth, I guess. Funny thing is, I was like, I wonder how long this is going to take. And it's probably going to take way less time than I thought. And we can move on to the Chestburster painting. Oh, I should have probably changed the name of the stream. Because again, at the end of the day, this is just acrylic paint, right? So I wonder if it just makes it sticky. If you guys have ever used Prosaid, which is short for prosthetic adhesive, it's a very common material used in special effects. The thing is, they tell you to make paint out of Prosaid when you want to paint an appliance, which is funny because even when you paint the appliance, the Prosaid is still sticky. So that means the paint you applied to it is now sticky. And so the whole thing just kind of has this natural tack to it. And I wonder if the adhesion promoter for this stuff kind of works the same way, where it just makes it a little bit flexible and ultimately just kind of always has just like a sticky vibe to it, which would suck. What will these be used for? Next week, we are doing the Terrifier makeup appliance live on stream. So we sculpted it, we live casted, we sculpted the appliance, and earlier today, if you guys caught the stream, we made the gelatin that we're going to cast it out of. This entire project for stream has been so that you guys can see a fairly cheap and inexpensive way to pull off a really convincing and exciting makeup effect without breaking the bank. So everything has been that I designed this project around has been, hey, if you don't have a ton of money, this is what you're going to do, okay? Gelatin appliance, latex teeth, UltraCal life cast, you know? Just really simple, but yet effective effects techniques that don't break your bank, okay? Layla, thank you so much. Because if you guys have followed me, you know that I do use, for most of my projects, very expensive materials, be it, you know, epoxy resins, silicones, things like that. They're very pricey. And I didn't want to do that for this project. I wanted you guys to be like, oh, I could do this. And you can. A lot of the stuff that I have done, you can literally buy at your local grocery store or things along those lines, right? So here we go. So we've already been able to change a general tint of the teeth already. So that's looking great. Awesome. Let's use the hairdryer on cold setting to kind of cure these and also clean off our palette. Remember, everything we're doing when it comes to painting teeth, whether you're doing minute stain because you're painting acrylic teeth or you're doing this, it's all about washes. You want to keep doing washes. Cody, thank you for the follow. Why yellow? This guy's teeth is nasty. If you look up Art the Clown from Terrifier, you'll see his teeth. And it's not yellow so much as a sienna. Like it's like a dirty yellow, okay? His teeth, and we're not done. We're going to be adding other colors to this as well. As long as the drying and everything goes well, this whole paint job probably won't take that long. So let me grab my hairdryer real quick. I apologize in advance. Oh, here, let's clean up this spot here. Layla, great work. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys are fellow artists too, please go join the Discord. I'm going to keep bugging it. It's a small community right now, but we're trying to build a community of artists there who post their work. I particularly will pretty much beg you to join the Discord if you're an IRL artist. We like all artists. There's a spot for everyone, but I really like it when we get people who are doing non-digital work. We have spots for the digital work, but I have an appreciation for tactile artwork, right? Dream, what's going on? Corroded Dream. What's up, bud? Not much. How are things going with you? How's your Saturday? Saturday? It is Saturday, right? Yeah. Things are getting mixed together. I don't usually do like 2 streams in a day, but because of the mess that we had earlier with the gelatin, there was no way that I was going to be able to, basically, that's what I'm looking for, clean everything up the way I want to. Oh, and I forgot to hook up the music and the audio for TikTok. So give me a second real quick, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Just got done with the VWs for a drive. Wait, what do you mean? Cody, what's going on? Really dig your work, man. Drilling over your alien cuties on Instagram. Yeah, we're going to be working on those in a little bit. So if you want to see the custom ones I'm working on, then you should stick around. Yeah, I've actually been, basically, I designed that alien chestburster. I want to say I sculpted it and we molded it almost 4 or 5 years ago. I just never did anything with it. I made one for me, made one for a couple of friends, and that was it. Until recently, I was like, I should really bring that back. There's probably a lot of people that want to check that out. So I build old VW. Oh, that's pretty cool. I got like 9 of, that's awesome. That's really dope. I never would fit in any of them. I'm like 6'5". I'm a huge dude. My grandpa and then handed down to my sister. She had a rabbit. It's not VW, is it? It was a VW rabbit, like versus a VW bug, right? And I could never fit in that damn car. All right. So again, we're putting this on cold, not hot. It's gonna be loud, so I apologize in advance. Protect your ears. Oh my God, it's all about the buses. Yes, it is. I think it's pretty awesome that someone who's 6'6" has gotten into refurbing VWs. Okay, so cool. We're pretty happy with that. So here's what I'm tempted to do is kind of do a really intense dark red on the gums, and then we'll do like a, I want to say like a black, or I'm sorry, like an umber wash over all of it when we're done. So let's do like a really bloody blue-ish. It's like a reddish magenta but brown. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but that's what we're gonna do for this. Okay. Bug came before rabbit. Yeah, that sounds about right. Bug's famous. I don't even know how many people even know about the rabbit. The rabbit. So I have some airbrush stuff that's probably already pretty thin. I think that's what we'll stick with. This is a nice little red. I don't want to mess around with a. Ooh, I wish I had some red ink. Why didn't I think about that, or red versions of these things? We obviously don't have to use as much as we did last time, okay? We went overkill. We mixed up way too much paint. I wonder how many other people do that. I can't be the only asshole that's just mixing up too much paint all the time. I feel like that is like my kryptonite. Okay, it looks like it's opened already. Is that just India ink? It is not. You always do it. I do too. No, it's an acrylic ink, which is really interesting because I've really tried to make my own acrylic ink recently, and it's a monster. It's a monster to figure it out. But this brand is specifically like, where does it say? Acrylic ink is literally what it's called. So you can use it in pens and airbrushes and paintbrushes and markers, a bunch of crazy stuff. These aren't the cheapest, but they stick. They're really saturated, or concentrated too. So this is not the only stuff I use. I just think it's going to work really well for this particular project. I use a ton of airbrush paints generally. If you guys go back old enough, you'll see some of my streams earlier this year where I went down the rabbit hole of trying to make my own paints and really analyzing like what's inside of contrast paints and airbrush paints and looking into surfactants and wetting agents and retardants and things like that. Createx bloodline paints. Is this Createx? It is Createx, yeah. Yeah, I don't paint enough to have formed 1, 2, 3. That's got to be enough. I haven't formed an opinion on any favorite brands. I will say if you want to buy just contrast paints and you want to make your own and you're willing to spend a little bit more money, then obviously these are really popular in the model painting. The Citadel colors and even Army, I think it's called Army Painter. These are popular and all over the place. But what's interesting is you can pretty much make these out of your normal acrylic paints. But the whole idea of the contrast paint is really freaking cool. But you can make your own. And if you want to know how, you can check out my videos from earlier this year, my live streams, where we figured out how to do it. And it's really not that difficult to do, to be honest. Again, so we did 3 drops. That was like 1, dude, that was like 2 drops right there. What's going on? Andrew H., thank you for the follow. There we go. Okay, and then, oh, we got to add where did it go? Oh, here. I bet you I still mixed up too much. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dude, that gelatin from earlier, guys, I don't know who all made it to today's earlier stream, but stunk up my studio office pretty bad. Was not a fan. It was sticky. I was so happy to wash my hands after that stream. No joke. Oh shit, I wanted to add some blue. Just a little bit. Hold on. Not even a whole drop, really. I did want to add a little bit of flow improver. All right, let's get this mixed, actually. Let's get this mixed. It's very red. We don't want it to quite be that red. So what we're going to do is just take some blue and umber, put them in the things next to it, and we're going to kind of change the color a little bit. Because I think a whole drop of either of these is going to change it up too much, so that we're not going to do that. We're not doing that. You can see how just like super concentrated those colors are, right? So yeah, look how, oh damn, look how much that overpowered that red. That little bit of blue just destroyed that red. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Take a smaller amount of this. Like, oh, did you mean to make plum? And it's like, no, I didn't really mean to make plum. It just kind of happened. There we go. That's better. It's like more of a, I'm trying to get more of like a reddish brown. There we go. That's it. I think that's it. I think that's our winner. We'll test it on the back of the bottom teeth here first. Make sure it's kind of what we want. I think it's a winner. We just might have to do a few different layers. We will have to do acrylic teeth at some point on stream. I think we almost did them for the Centanago Pandemonium makeup that we were going to do before my model moved away. We sculpted the teeth, but we never molded them, which meant we also never casted them. Ooh, another really cool thing you can do, which I'm not going to right now, but is you can actually take yarn and put it in there too to help like to look like veins. It's kind of cool stuff. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do layers here. Okay. Glitch, thank you for sending a hi bear. A hi bear. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were listening, but next week for the appliance, when we do this, I actually get to, I'm going to be taking a trip to a pretty famous Las Vegas costume shop to see if we can find what we need for at least the upper part of Art the Clown's costume. Should be fun. Wish I could take you all with me, but I can't. Looks like a gummy bear equals gelatin. Gotcha. Okay. So let's let that dry, and we'll go in and add a little bit more darkness. Let's hit the other teeth. You can spray on acrylic paint before you add another color. Yes, there's a variety of different stuff you can use. Testers paint works really well for that kind of thing. Like if you're trying to seal an acrylic layer, but you want to make sure that your acrylic layer is fully cured and you want to get plenty of time. Otherwise, like crystal clear generally will work, right? The coolest shit I've found, it might work for this. It's very expensive. It's like $60 for like a large rattle can of it. It's called Bulldog. Look up Bulldog Adhesion Promoter. I think it might be better than any primer that's ever been on the market for doing painting of models. This stuff is insane. Again, it's like $60 for a larger kind of like rattle can, but it is the coolest shit ever. If you're doing model painting or you're trying to get paints to adhere to acrylic, it is awesome. But Testers has like a clear coat stuff that you can use. I used it between coats on the Krampuses. Whole idea is that you got to really evenly coat it, right? And then as soon as the paint is like, you put a layer down, you seal it with that, or I should say you put some paint down, let it dry, hit it with a layer of that, and then you should be able to kind of somewhat easily like wipe off other layers of paint that you put on if you don't like them, or if you're doing like washes or dry brushing, things like that, without affecting the layer underneath. But this Bulldog stuff, check it out. Go look up the YouTube videos from the company. I think it might be Zip. It's not Zip, or maybe Zip bought them, but go look up videos for Bulldog Adhesion Promoter, and you will be sold on that stuff. What they pull off in the like adverts for it is amazing. I gotta try to explain it, but my explanation would not do it justice. Not even a little bit. Pretty happy with these, honestly. All right, let's hit the back. Still want to know what's in that adhesion promoter that makes this stuff supposedly be able to paint glass, wax, and a bunch of other stuff. Like, be interesting. It's got to maybe be some kind of flexible glue. I have to imagine it is. Again, if you guys want to look up pictures of the Terrifier's teeth, you can, and you can see like the level of darkness that we got to get these gums. Okay, so I want to keep this color because I want to put another coat on. So let's get these dry and do another layer of this color. Move it off to the side so we're not drying it out with the hair dryer. And again, it's gonna be loud, guys, and I apologize. I apologize. There's one. Remember, we're doing it because these are wax. We are not drying this with heat. We are drying it with just cold air. God, this thing is so fucking overkill, this hairdryer. Oh. I do have to say, I'm pretty impressed with that adhesion stuff. It seems to be working pretty cool, so. All right, let's do another layer. Let's see if this layer reactivates the layer beneath, which is obviously a concern. Could happen, but let's hope it doesn't. Now the backs of the teeth, obviously, we don't need to worry about them too much, right? But it's still good to paint under the shelves. Trying to avoid getting air bubbles. Stuff is very foamy. Which could be it's likely the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's likely the flow improver, I think. Maybe this is why Art the Clown is so mean, is because he just, you know, he needs better dental care, okay? That's what it is. What are those going on? These, an actor will be, well, like a model will be wearing these for a makeup effect we're doing. Oh, it's only going to be for like a still, basically, right? So, be a fun stream next week, and it'll be for just a show that you can do it. I think so too. Yeah, it is nice. Terminantly perky. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. Hmm. Thought about making the Pred Alien Chestburster. Yeah, a few people have asked about whether or not I make a Pred Alien Chestburster. Maybe, you know, we'll see. I might. We have a few other projects we got to finish up like these ones before I start taking on any new ones, you know. We still got the Armsy project. We got the Severed Arm / Hand project. We got the Evil Dead inspired earrings project. So we got a lot to do. The teeth are made out of wax, and we are painting with acrylic with an adhesion promoter right now. Here we go. So that's a second layer. You can see the second layer helped us darken those gums up quite a bit, right? So that's what we want. He's got some messed up gums. Do I make eyes? I'd love to see some eye work. I have made eyes. Many eyes. I hate making eyes. There are lots of artists out there that are way better at it than I am. I have had some really great successes with eyes that I was really impressed with, but there's a lot of really easy ways to make eyes nowadays that don't involve some of the classic techniques, and I highly suggest those. They can absolutely put them in their mouth, yeah. For well, that's not long term. The wax, can be damaged. This whole project is to show the cheapest way to do things. So you could sculpt these out of Chavant clay, mold them in platinum silicone, and then cast acrylic teeth, and then use minute stain to make actual real life acrylic dentures. We've done that before. But this is a way, everything's on the cheap. This whole project is like, if you want to create an effective makeup look, what is the cheapest way to do that? And this is it right here. Right here, baby. I mean, acrylic really isn't inherently bad for you. I wouldn't say go start drinking acrylic, but I mean, acrylic paint, especially the way this stuff is getting sealed, I'm using the adhesion promoter. I would say it's probably no worse for you than, well, I mean, acrylic teeth literally are acrylic. It's a different kind of acrylic, but it's fine. Nice, Austin. I do my best. I do my best. Carlos, thank you for the follow. You guys can also feel free to ask any questions you want. Doesn't have to be about this. It can be anything you want, okay? I encourage it. I feel like when people see people doing art, they're like, oh, I can only ask questions about the art. You can ask whatever you want, okay? Creativity comes in many forms. This is my dream job. Painting wax teeth is your dream job? Get practicing. Get those reps in. Teeth. Best way to practice is to start learning, and the best way to learn is to go join my YouTube channel and watch every stream. I'm only half kidding. Especially if you want to learn mold making. We have done a ton of mold making on stream. Is this a dentist's office? No, it's not. Just making the special effects. I do Halloween prosthetics for my friend. That's cool. But you don't make them. You should. It's easy. We've been working on the Terrifier prosthetic for the last couple weeks, and we just made the gelatin for it earlier. That was a nasty, messy stream. Why I had to take a break before continuing on, because I had to do a huge cleanup. But by the end of the stream, I'll show you guys where that gelatin's at, too, for those of you who caught the earlier stream, and they're just like, hey, where'd the gelatin go? I want to see how it came out. We'll be sure to go over that. Yes, the model is a friend of mine who's out visiting me for the summer, and they're a big Terrifier fan, and they'd never had a life cast done. So I was like, oh, dude, we're going to do this. And we did a life cast of their teeth, and we sculpted them out of wax. You don't even need to do it technically you don't have to have a life cast when you're using wax, because you can just imprint the wax right on their actual teeth. The reason I did it was because I didn't want to injure the teeth while I was working on them, like sculpting them and whatnot. So I figured, I would just get a life cast of their teeth, and then I wouldn't have to worry about smushing their teeth or anything like that. Dochat, thank you for the follow. Okay, here we go. All right, let's let these dry. Let's clean out our palette so you guys can kind of see what we got going on here. We're gonna probably do what? 2 more coats, I think, of different colors. So wax is a little bit more translucent, right, than acrylic. So you can kind of see the gums through the teeth, but that's okay. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, we're doing 2 more colors. We should be done, and then we work on the Chestbursters. And then, like I said, probably Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how the casting goes, that'll be our evening of makeup effects where we actually apply it to my model, which should be interesting. They've never worn an appliance. So, yeah, it should get interesting. Actually, this next part we're going to do. Yeah, dude, that Talk to Me is blowing up. When I first saw the trailer for it, was when we went and saw, what movie did we go see? Oh, we went and saw Evil Dead movie. And I saw a trailer for it, and my wife and I both looked at each other, and then we're like, that looks dope. And then, I'm not going to lie, how much it's blowing up, and the more I'm seeing about it, it actually looks worse now. Sounds dumb, but I'm actually losing faith in it. I don't know how. Fingers crossed that it stays good. We're in plastics, but it's injection plastics, and it's BS. Nice. Okay. Yeah. We do work with a few injection molding facilities. So one in San Diego, and work with some places over in Ohio and Indiana. Yeah, injection molding is, I mean, it's factory work. It's tough. It's hard work, oftentimes. Wouldn't be such a problem, but I mixed up too much frickin' paint again. Story of my life, I tell you. And I know this other stuff will come off once it like fully cures, and I just can scrape or crack it off, you know. Yeah, I think so. We designed several like plastic injection molding parts. I have to say the molds for plastic, for injection molding are crazy. You ever get a chance, for those of you who aren't familiar, to see some of the molds that they make for injection molding, it's like, those molds, they're beautiful. They're robust, like giant chunks of steel or metal of some sort or another, you know? Really cool shit. All right. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick I learned back in college, and it seems to work. I don't know how well it's going to read on camera, but it really does help when you guys are painting teeth. I think this is going to be applied even if you're painting 2-dimensional teeth, like say you're making a painting, right? But it works really well for 3-dimensional, whether it's on latex or like for a mask and you got teeth in the mask or whatever the case may be. Teeth are translucent, and doing this next little trick is really minimal, but it helps out a lot. Normally I would do this with minute stain, but these are acrylic teeth. We don't use minute stain on acrylic teeth, so we're going to just use the same shit we've been using. So it might take me a second or two to perfect it. I seem to be pretty good with the translucency I've been doing, so as long as I keep that applied, we should be fine. Once we get our trash and I have to fix them. Oh, really? But we make furniture, not something cool like this. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, we do injection molded parts for joints and for different, Injection molded parts are used for tons of different things. You guys actually make the molds, or do you just you do just the injection molding? Gloves. Okay, why did I grab that? Okay, there it is. So we know that this stuff is like super pigmented, right? So we're gonna just be very, make sure we don't add too much of it if we can. I'm gonna try and move the, oh, you guys just went upside down. Sorry if you got sick. It was an accident. All right. Oh, let's actually dry these again with the hair dryer. They don't shoot right with the right shrink. We have to remake them. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Time. Again, guys, apologize for the noise. There's no low setting, or is there? Wait, hold on. That's about as low as it goes. Yo, Noctwolf, what's going on? Hold on a second. We'll try and zoom in for you guys here. Needs to stop doing that, though. How's life been? Body babies, thank you. Thank you. Been dealing with a lot. I'm sorry. Hope things are improving. Count Dracula? No. I don't know if you guys can hear me over this. Give me a second, and when I'm done with it. Oh! That's the problem with wax teeth. They're very light. They just fly right off. No. We are making teeth for the Terrifier, Art the Clown from the Terrifier movies. So that's what we're doing. Buy teeth, yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah, the air just blew them right off. So, okay. The trick I was talking about. It's really simple. I don't know how many people know about it. Maybe everyone knows. They look familiar. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have, I don't know, Noctwolf, when the last time you hung out, we spent 2 weeks ago, we sculpted these on stream out of wax. So, I don't know if you saw that. Maybe that's why they look familiar. Okay. You remember sculpting them? Nice. We're just going to do one drop. Bloom. This is blue, okay? I'm going to do 2 drops. Try to be good. 1, 2. No, you know what? We're going to do 3. So that's a total of 4 drops, which means we're going to add 4 drops of the adhesion promoter Knockwolf in with the Creatively Cursed. Yeah, guys, go follow me everywhere. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube. If you believe in me, you should go over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. So that's 4 drops right there. So we're gonna add, I think, 5 drops of this, just because those 1 drops from the gloss medium are really big. Okay, so 1. God damn it. 2, 3, 4. You know what? Maybe we should just stick. Yeah, we'll do 1 more. There we go. Let's mix this up first. See where we're at. Damn, even that is very. Those inks, those acrylic inks, they are no joke. Damn. This is very powerful blue. That's what that is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some and we're gonna move it over to this side. I think we're going to add 1 more acrylic medium. We're going to add some flow improver. We really want this to be more of a wall. Even this is like a little, I don't know, a little much, but it'll work, I think. Okay, so let's rinse our brush out. This is the part I was talking about. So blue, in a lot of different ways, can be applied for a lot of human painting related projects. So if you're doing things with humans or like fleshy monsters or things that are supposed to exist in the real world, translucency is really important. Like skin is translucent. A lot of colors exist in different layers. Teeth are translucent. A lot of painting of eyes involves translucency, and blue helps kind of elude to translucency. Okay, so if you were to go in, which I'm about to do, and I'm going to add a little bit of blue to the teeth, but interestingly enough, just to the tips of the teeth. Okay, I'm not adding them to the whole tooth. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Again, usually I do this with minute stain, so it's going to be a little tricky to see if I can do it here. Again, I don't know how well this is going to read on camera, guys, so just heads up. It's getting a little green. I think there's just too much yellow underneath it, probably. With blue ink. So you want to be careful with ink. It really depends on the type of ink, and as you guys may or may not remember from our other streams, like inks are really interesting. Like technically the blue I'm using is the blue ink. It's a blue ink acrylic, right? So it also might not be doing much because this wax is already super translucent. But if you're working with opaque colors, this is a really good trick. Just don't know how well it matters when our teeth are already super translucent to begin with. There it is. It almost like, at first glance, it kind of generalizes the color a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see. It's really minimal. It's a really small amount, right? Sometimes I think this stuff just doesn't read on camera. But if you were to do this same effect on if you were to do this same effect on like a painting, it does this similar thing. So thank you, Noctwolf. Thank you. All right, and we're not done, but we're just doing this step before we do the last one. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Maybe we should have done like a before and after. I don't know. I don't know if you can see here. I'll hold these ones up that haven't had it done to it yet. Look how yellow they are. I don't know if it reads. How yellow they are in comparison. It probably doesn't read. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. Actually, it was my eye and teeth professor that showed us this trick. I don't want to speak for sure, but I think he worked on, he did some pretty big films. Well, I know one of the films he did was Pirates of the Caribbean. He did a lot of the fake, like all the fake pirate teeth when they're all messed up and stuff like that. You can see it. That's good. At least it's kind of showing up, right? Yeah, if you guys do it in person, if you got a project to work on, like, especially with like bones and things, just and you think you want to give like the illusion of a bit more translucency than there actually is. This is a pretty interesting effect. And it does, I mean, even in this case, it kind of helps mute that yellow a little bit too. At least on the tips. Oh, and it works way more on healthy teeth, right? So obviously this dude's teeth are anything but healthy, but this effect on like a whiter tooth, not so much a yellow tooth, would pop a little bit more. I can't burst into bats at any kind of inconvenience is terrible. Oh, you mean like just burst into like a grouping of bats, like a vampire status? That'd be pretty dope. What have you been up to today, River Willow? There we go. Nice. Ronnie, thank you for the follow. Sleeping? Psh, silly goose. All right, let's clean this up, guys. And then I think we're good to do the last layer. Let's see how it goes here. This layer is definitely going to be a wash. Okay. That's the goal for this layer. This next layer. I'm looking up tattoo inspiration. Nice. Did you find some good tattoo inspiration? Look at all this paint we did. That was one drop from that acrylic ink that gave us all this damn paint. did find a few that I think I'm the artist. Nice. Awesome. I both love and hate cheap paper towel. I love it because it's cheap, and I hate it because it's garbage at what paper towel is supposed to do. All right, let's try these with the hairdryer again. Sorry for the sound. Maybe if I brought in the Doom sponge? No, because that sponge is so soft and delightful, it doesn't really wipe anything off, okay? It's the purpose of it is to wash or wipe off stuff that's not adhered to anything because it's too soft. It doesn't work to like scrub things like when extra ink on a tattoo pad or loose stuff like dust and grime and stuff like that that's not like bonded to anything. It's just too soft and too kind. Okay. This is where we're at right now, guys. Sorry. My will to live, whatever. Psh. See if the sponge ever writes you any more letters. Gnarly. It is pretty gnarly, right? Stop with the flashing, please. Or the strobing. Stop it! When is the application? It's either going to be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Depends on how tomorrow goes with casting the gelatin that we made earlier. So we'll see. Good news about gelatin, though. If you pour it in, let it cool, pop it out, and it didn't work, you can literally just chop it back up, throw it back in a container, microwave it again, pour again. Keep trying. That is a really nice thing about it. Okay, guys, last one. I'm thinking, we're going to do just straight umber. Well, we're going to still mix, we're going to still thin it out, but we're going to do a wash with some umber, okay? We gotta, the only thing, that's the one thing about these inks is you gotta shake the shit out of them. They settle so fast. For a couple of missing teeth? Not long term. I mean, you can make a wax tooth if you want. Won't last very long. Especially it's the first time you bite too hard. I mean, it's wax. It's just gonna crumble, right? I thought about making some teeth for myself. Make it look, have you guys ever seen like those super almost cartoony like veneers? I want to do that. Just like the big old pearly whites. want vampire fangs? Man, you can go get some scarecrow vampire fangs for like $20 at Spencer's or other Halloween shops, and that's right around the corner, so. I wonder, we're just gonna do one drop. Natural tusks? You mean tusks? I don't know what a tusk is. I know what a tusk. A tusk. I know what that is. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Where'd it go? There it is. An ice cream. A whole ice cream? My lower canines stick up further than the rest of my teeth. Ah, I got you. Okay. Is water? Do I want to add water? Nah. Maybe. I might want to add just a little bit of water. Let's see. I think the question you have to ask yourself, punks, is have you joined the Discord? All right, we'll try this one. I don't know. I almost kind of want it to be a little bit darker. Like maybe add some black. Hold on, let's find some black. I gotta have some black. Hold on. I just reorganized these paints the other day, so I'd really like to not get them all destroyed again, like right away. Cool. Oh, this isn't even black. What the shit? Damn it. Yeah, heaven forbid, you know. Red, green, yellow, green, purple, red, purple, orange, something like that. Black just like walk away? That's got a lot of brown. I feel like if I add more blue to it, it'll darken it. Let's try that. Now it's too teal. Because that blue is so frickin' powerful. There we go. That's more like it. What kind of paint am I using? Different types. Acrylic paints mainly. But I'm adding an acrylic promoter because these are wax teeth. And you can only... well, you can paint acrylic on teeth. But on wax, but it sticks better if you use a promoter. I'm also using flow improver. I'm also using acrylic medium. Let's add some more water to this bad boy since we went and add, I think, up to 30% water before you start to break down the integrity of the acrylic. So, Chris, thank you. You made a choice to become a vampire faster. Wait, I think if I had the choice, I'd become a vampire faster than the speed of light. Yeah, me too. Not a lot of people think that, though. Everyone's like, oh, you live forever. And it's like, yeah. That's... Everyone you know will die. Everyone you love will die. It's like, I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I'm not okay, like, that they die, but I'm okay that, like, I will live past them, you know? Ow. Death Sponge. Sandpaper Sponge? You're just a crybaby. Wait, what? River Willow freaks out when I bring out the sponge, the sponge of death. Okay. This bad boy right here. All right, let's give this a, let's dry these off and see what we got here. I need to see them fully dry to see if this is going to be what we want or not. I might need to do some regular black, but we're going to have to find some because apparently I don't have any just black paint right here, so. Sorry about the noise, guys. We're really trying to build up that tooth decay here, okay? Okay. Oh, shit. What's your favorite classic horror creature? That's a good question. I'm doing creature from the Black Lagoon, basically. Swamp monster, though. It's going to be me. It's me. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate it. What are we at, like 4.2? You guys are awesome. Nice gnarly teeth. Tyler 84. I'm happy you found me too. How's your Saturday going? Nice work. Thank you.
On my mark.
Damn.
Express elevator to hell. Going down.
Tiana, thank you for the follow. Customer order? Personal, just for funds. These are just wax teeth. This whole new project for the Terrifier makeup is just to show how you can create a really cool effect for very, very cheap. Or, well, I should say the cheapest way to create the coolest effect. Kind of a combination of two things. You know, what's the cheapest way to do a convincing effect? So we got the teeth, we did the sculpt, we made the gelatin earlier today on our first stream today. That we'll end up casting into the mold tomorrow. And then we'll be applying later this week. So you guys, if you haven't gone and joined the Discord or you haven't followed me on YouTube, you're going to want to go do that shit because you will miss the makeup appliance application because I don't have a set day I'm doing it. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Go join the Discord so you get the notifications. Looks awesome. I agree. It does look awesome. Okay, so we're gonna let's clean out our tray with the death sponge for now to absorb some of this paint. And then we're going to see what this looks like when we hit it with the hair dryer. If it's good enough, we'll probably leave it be, but I might try to see what we can do with some just like regular black paint. I want to see if I can do something with that. So what's your favorite scary movie? Bow, bow, bow. Thanks for the likes, guys. Greatly appreciated. All right, let's use the hairdryer again. It's going to get loud for a second. Remember, we can't use heat, so we're only using the cold setting on the hairdryer. Bow, 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 bow. You so wanted to do this kind of work. You should. What's stopping you? Start getting them reps in. There we go. Look at that. Bam. But I felt CGI destroyed my chance. Hey, you know what? Maybe in the classical way, but there's still a lot of shows and TV and movies and stuff like that are doing. They're still, you know, embracing the practical effects. So, fucking dope. Okay, so I'm not going to fuck around with the black. I am, however, going to do one final coat of just clear on it so that maybe hopefully seals all that in. So, come on, stop with the nonsense here, camera. Nathan Lopez, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I mean, CGI has taken a lot, but I think a lot of people forget that CGI is still... It's been a while. How's Campfire going? Unfortunately, because I got sidetracked, Campfire is not done. Okay, it's not done. Let's just put it that way. I did. Yes, I did. Many moon ago. I graduated in 2010? 2011? Yeah, the Tom Savini Special Effects course in Menneson, yes. But, in all fairness, most of the stuff I learned was before I went to school. Hey, we're not done with it yet. We'll keep working on that as soon as this project's wrapped, but yeah. Tom's pretty cool. He's good people. Come on. Stop this, camera. There we go. Yeah, he's definitely interesting people for sure. As I tell people here, I'm not sure, you know, I essentially think that I probably went to school and paid, you know, got what, $60,000 in debt. I basically purchased my confidence for $60,000. I learned some stuff there, but I met more people. Like the value I have from it was more like was the connections I made and the confidence I got. Who's my favorite director? A lot of favorite directors. I'd say some of if I had to base my favorite director off of some of my favorite movies, it would be like that's what I'm looking for. It would be you know, like John Carpenter, Steven Spielberg, and then fucking hold on a second. I'm having a brain fart right now. I'm trying to think of like my favorite movies. James Cameron up until basically Titanic. I really liked James Cameron. Terminator 2, Aliens, those movies were my jam, and he sold out. So yeah, not the biggest fan of Avatar at all. I mean, Titanic was good for what it was, but I miss Aliens and Terminator 2, James Cameron. John Carpenter, yeah. Beer de Monte, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I like John Carpenter a lot. When you think about it, you got The Thing, you know, you got fucking... I was not the biggest fan of, as I've said many times before, I'm not the biggest fan of the Halloween movie franchise. But you got to give respect where respect is due. But when I think of like not just The Thing, but even like John Carpenter's Vampires is one of my favorite vampires movies. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan, but I enjoy it greatly. body bags. I think I saw that when I was a wee lad. I don't know. Some of his movies are really good. Other movies are very... He runs very, like... I like all of his movies, but some of them I have gone out of the way to watch many times, and some of them I haven't been interested in seeing but once. I think a good example of that is, like, oddly, like Ghost of Mars with Ice Cube. Like, what's going on there, John? What's going on there? I'm trying to think if there's any, like, modern directors I really, really like. Man, the modern directors, they run so hot and cold, to be honest. What waxes that you use? I use dental, pink dental wax for impressions. You can buy that shit online. It's pretty cheap. And I bought a giant chunk of paraffin wax for the teeth. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can look up all my past streams, and you can see how we got this far. I post them all on my YouTube channel. Well, I'm live there right now, so it just records them pretty much, right? So... But yeah, paraffin wax for the teeth, and then I'm pretty sure the pink dental wax sheets are also paraffin wax. Pretty cheap altogether. And these will hold up, like, as long as the actor, the model, when they wear them, is aware of them, and they don't, like, bite down or do anything like that, they should hold up just fine. You just kind of have to be aware. And who knows, maybe putting this kind of like acrylic coloration on it will actually add a very, 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 very small layer of protection, I feel like, maybe. But it took me, it's been a long time since I made wax teeth. So it took some practice. I think it took a whole weekend of streaming to really get them where I wanted them. Those look disgusting. Great job. Hey, you know, I try, okay? I try. Let's go ahead and dry them. And then we're pretty much done. We're going to move on to the Chestbursters, guys, that we were trimming yesterday. So... Exactly, yeah. Nah, these teeth are fucked up. Dude, just look up Terrifier's smile and zoom in on any of the pictures that come up on like Google, and you will see how janked his teeth are. I don't even think I made them, honestly, as janked as they are. I think I went a little mild with it, to be honest. They've bitten into flesh that didn't belong to an animal. Yeah, they've been into a lot of shit. Pretty sure these teeth have literally eaten rocks. Yeah, exactly. Rocks, tasty. I've got to the boss. Yeah, like I said, the best way, yeah, for sure. Best way to catch up on my next lives are just between subscribe on YouTube, you can see there, or also just join the Discord. I announce ahead of time on my Discord. So look at those beauties, guys. Bam. Those came out super cool. I am actually really, really happy with these. They got some drying to do, but they definitely worked. Very dark. Like I said, it looks better if you guys see the original, like the original pictures of what Art's teeth look like, but it's supposed to sit something like that, I think. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Let's do a quick switch out for the next project. They're kind of dry to the touch, but it's good that they have some dry time for sure. The acrylics can go away because we're moving on to silicone, baby. Excuse me. We will be needing this. We shan't be needing these. Sadly. Come on. Won't be needing the airbrush flow improver. We'll keep that with this stuff, though. And we won't need the gloss medium. Disgusting, love it, right? Best compliments ever. And honestly, we won't be needing the water. So I got to grab my nasty water jug. Which is basically just my collection of nasty paint water. We will clean these out because we're probably going to need them, but they need to be really clean before we start messing around with silicone. I don't know how far we'll get on the Chestbursters, mainly because we need to, the thing about silicone is you have to make sure stuff is dry before you start like moving on to the other areas, right? So keep that in mind. Cool, cool. Paint palette done. All right, I got to put some of this stuff in a bin real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Hey, chill out, camera. Chill out. Chillax. Put the no box over here. Let's move this stuff over. Wedding agent. Oh, is that supposed to be part of this? I think it is. You guys can just talk to Steve there, okay, for a second. Yeah, that's not gonna. Well, maybe. In case you guys were wondering, I kind of showed it's not fully cooled yet, but there's the gelatin. It's got, it's still kind of warm, so we still have to wait for it to fully cool, but it is jellified. Okay. They talk 100%. Yeah, we're just gonna put these off to the side over by Steve here. Whoa. Let's wipe out these other containers, do a real quick wipe down of the table, and we should be good to get going here. Well, why have the X-Acto knife out? So we're going to be using acetoxy silicone to paint the Chestburster, okay? Just a heads up. That's going to be said a lot today. When people ask, what am I painting? What am I painting it with? Just so everyone knows in advance right now, it's going to be an acetoxy silicone, both thick and thin versions of it, so... See, when we switch projects, you guys get to witness the cleanup that I normally do after streams. Okay. Paper towel. Let's grab the Chestburster, yo. So we will have to clean him before we get started. Just a heads up. Oh, man, I meant to wipe down the table. All right, hold on. So it's going to be a pretty simple paint job for this one Chestburster. The other one's going to take a little bit longer because I have to do other stuff. 12K hearts, fuck yeah! Wait, 12K. Wait, 12K what? I'm seeing 6.5K. What's 12K? Have you been tapping this whole time and it's just been lying to you? Great, then it's lying to me. Even worse. Damn it. Okay. So what I usually like to do is to work on like one area at a time. So I want to be able to paint this thing. I'd like to maybe get as far as his tail, right? Maybe. So can we like... I doubt I can get him to stand like this. It'd be so awesome if I could, though. I am a professional G.I. Joe balancer, so maybe I can. I doubt it. I doubt it. For those who said he didn't come with a base, look at this. We're just making him a little base, okay? Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We'll focus on... Okay, where do we want to do this? We're going to focus on his upper, like, what, from probably here, I would say? Here up is what we'll focus on, okay? Whoa. We'll use his own posability to hopefully get him to stay where we want him to. But we'll want to make sure we really, like, match the colors, because we do not want to go and do the next, like, dry brushing and not match what we already have, right? So keep that in mind. Is it going to stay? Come on, man. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, it's not hard to see him at all. Okay. Okay, that was wrong. Maybe I do need to literally have him leaning to the other side more. It's all balance, okay? Bam. There we go. And if I could here, bring this over, maybe I can throw some accent light on this dude. I don't know. So you guys can see a little bit better. I don't know. All right, let's get him a wipe down with the death sponge. Yo, funny guy, what's going on? Remember, when painting silicone, guys, you want to make sure that everything is as clean as possible. Okay? So that your paint sticks. You're good. I'm doing good. We're chill. We're chill, yo. Like I said, we're probably going to do the painting up to here, maybe. See what we can do here. And then we'll let it cure. Wow, that lamp does nothing unless I get it right up on it. All right, the first thing we're going to try is this stuff. It's called Pearl X, okay? Powdered pigments. Interference red. Blue paste produce a pearlescent or metallica luster. Okay, we're going to try this. Or wait, or do we want to try like a non-pearlescent? Do like a gray. Yeah, let's do a gray, actually. It's like a bronze, Japanese steel gray. That might be a winner. Shadow gray, maybe. No, not black. Not black. Is this a black? Yeah, Euro. We got Cindy gray. We got Ronin black. We're not doing any blacks. We're only looking at grays, okay? Now the goal is to figure out if there's actually a difference between these bitches. Let's open them up, find out. Okay. Dude, it's so hard to see the difference. This one looks like it's more... I can't even say. This looks like maybe a little bit more brown. Like more bronzy. So, alright, this one's a winner thus far. I left and certainly back. It says only 6.7. No! Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yo. Can't trust this. Oh, man, it's so hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. That's what I'm saying. You can't trust it. You can't trust it. Hey, I don't blame you. I think that happened a time before on here. That's why I said, I'm like, it's lying to someone, okay? Ooh, yeah, I think this is a winner here. This is the winner. Sendai? Great, this is the one we want. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? I think I want to mix it. What would be easiest to dry brush with? Well, we can always wipe it off if we're not having a good time. So let's start with some glue, okay? We can always add some Novox to it if we want. Does he have something in his chin? He does. Let's take that out. Come on, come out, buddy. There we go. Don't know what that is. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. Don't have a scale. So we're just going to do a quick little dollop, basically. Like 2 or 3 grams, I think, probably. And we're going to do 1/32, which isn't the smallest one. We're just going to add a little bit of Novox, okay? Just to thin it out a little bit. Should give us a little bit more working time, maybe. So as soon as the acetoxysilicone is introduced to air, it will start the evaporative process, which is what cures it, will start happening, right? So you are, you have a certain amount of time that you have to work with it, right? Whew, stinky. All right, I'm probably going to add a little bit more Novox. Because Novox will evaporate as well, so. But this acetoxysilicone is pretty strong stuff too, so. Okay. So let's see what we get now. What kind of brush do I want to use? Let's use a chip brush, try and get all the little parts and pieces out of it. These are chip brushes if you didn't know. Take some Novox, and we're just going to pre-wet the brush. We're going to dry brush it onto him. Or it. Maybe. We'll see. I've never tried this exact technique before. I'm just convinced it'll work. Yeah, it's kind of working. God, dry brushing with silicone, it's an experience. Okay, well, there we go. That's the first layer we're going to really be able to do. Okay, this thing needs to get back to balance here. I'm going to take this. See if we can... Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. Now I need tweezers. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Can we please balance the way you're supposed to, sir? Thank you. All right, that's got to dry, and then we can continue on. But we got the other one we have to work on too now. So as you can see, like once that dries, then we can go through and paint the rest of it. But because you can't paint all like one of it at, you can't paint all of it at the same time, unfortunately. No, sir, you need to stay there. Thank you. it really wants to go over that way. So depending over this way. So that it balances. Bam! There we go. Same idea we got to do to this one. Oh, yeah, I know. And they can. They totally can. These weren't bought, though. This was from the giveaway we did. Oh, this one we actually have to trim. Oh, yeah, we have to trim up a little bit, okay? So let's do that first. As soon as I find the trimming scissors. Ah, this one got destroyed, so we're gonna make it a we're gonna make it like a battle damage chestburster, okay? So we just can't have any of these like really hard lines. It kind of looks weird, so. A zombie chestburster. Yeah, kind of, yeah. So if this was like plastic or something, I could just Dremel it and it would be fine. But we got a silicone is a little bit trickier. You can't really do that. I mean, I guess you can kind of Dremel it, just not very easily. There we go. So we softened those edges, right? Made a ton of little black pieces, like they're falling everywhere. Yeah, we can probably soften these too. Yeah, he done got messed up. Yeah, that area should be okay. Did this. There's a nice little cut there. Thankfully, no one knows what a damaged chestburster really looks like to begin with. So we're winning. Okay. I don't even know what that is. Oh, it might be leftover. I know what that is. Never mind. Okay. Cool. Let's give him a wipe down. Little tiny silicone boogers. Awesome. Yeah, if you ever want to paint silicone, always use like isopropyl alcohol to clean and prep the silicone. It's like the best thing to use, hands down. The hell? Weird. All right, here's the dealio TikTok. I'm actually going to end the TikTok stream. If you guys want to keep watching, you're going to have to jump over to Kick, Twitch, or YouTube, creatively_curse. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to keep this project going a little bit longer over there, probably another hour or so. Depends on how long this takes. So I'll catch up with you later. Thank you guys so much. And Noctwolf, as always, it was great chilling and hanging out. Hope things start to improve for you, but I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace. All right, where is my... There we go. loudest squirt bottle ever. For this next one, we're going to try a little bit of a different technique than we used in the last one. See if we can get, see what our options are. But it does have to dry off, so remember, even for this one, we're probably only going to work on this upper area. Ooh, yes, that balance. That's the balance I should have had on the other one. All right, let's let that dry for a second. Well, I am tempted to just use that stuff again. The same one. Something gray. What was it? Sunday gray. Sunday? This one. But we're not going to use the thicker stuff. We're going to use the thinner stuff. And we're going to use a different paintbrush. I don't really want to waste a paintbrush on this, but... if I'm careful, I can probably save the paintbrush, right? Yeah, let's see here. Still drying. Kick it off a little bit. Poppy swills, yes it does. We're playing it right now, just trying to figure out how to keep it standing for the painting we're about to do. We have the other one already balanced, like a G.I. Joe, but this one, we gotta work on. This one's the damaged one, so how things been with you? Bam, 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 bam. Still, I can still smell the alcohol, so we want to give it plenty of time. Vape, grow legs, and walk away. Out of this. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. All right, let's do this that same amount. Oh, this is the no box. We don't want that. Hmm. So this is mica powder, guys. That's what we're using right now. We're mixing the crap out of it. So you can use a brush to make this mix like way easier, but there's only so many times you can use a brush with this stuff before the brush is destroyed. So silicone is just a mean mistress when it comes to airbrushes, regular brushes. Okay, we're still good. All right, let's see how well this works. Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of, because it's not thick. Oh, I don't know, guys. Kind of works. It's like a gunmetal gray kind of thing. All right, we might have to add some more powder to this. To kick it up a notch, okay? This is a brush. I said screw it. We're going with a brush. There we go. We kicked it up. That seems to be giving us a little bit more output for the dry brushing. Which again, dry brushing silicone, not like dry brushing other stuff. Whoa. Again, I dig it. This whole like gunmetal gray thing kind of is pretty cool. Is it gunmetal gray I'm thinking of? It looks awesome. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I think I might redo the one on the other one with a similar, more like this kind of paint job. That's pretty dope. All right, I'm happy with that one. Wasn't sure how it was going to work, but I definitely got the highlight that I wanted. All right, let's clean this brush out before it gets all messed up. Yeah, I think we're going to do that technique on the other one for sure. Okay. I like that. I like this look better. Damn it. I have an alien and predator figures in a showcase in my living room. Nice. What predator ones do you have? Or is it an alien and a predator? Like they're together? Also, this may totally come apart when you think about it. By adding the mica powder to it, it might just break down the chemical bond. So we'll see how it goes. The A56. Oh yeah, this stuff is already cured. So we're gonna do the same thing we just did to that guy, to this one. Without the damn chip brush. I did not like that chip brush. It made things too dirty. Bam. Booyah. Hellraiser figures also. Hell yeah. There's some really cool Hellraiser figures out there. Okay. So, same thing. There we go. Okay. All right, same deal. We'll use the same brush as we did last time. This one I might have to end up doing like a black wash on. I have a lot of latex horror masks on a shelf. Nice. I used to collect latex masks. My problem is that they don't generally hold up that well. One freak show in my living room. Nice. Nice. This is what I'm talking about. Nice. Okay, let's see if the other one is set up or not. Come on. Come on, stop. We're trying to balance here. Come on. Come on, clean. Okay, it's dry to the touch, but it's tacky, okay? So it's not totally dry yet. Sorry guys, gotta always do constant brush cleaning with this stuff. It'll destroy your brush so fast if you do not keep it clean. Alright, let's add some blood. Or do kind of something similar to what we did down here, but to this whole area, okay? Okay, where did the colors go? Oh, there they are. Do they sing and dance? Not yet. Not yet. No, they don't. That'd be dope, right? Nice and bright green, guys. probably should put some gloves on. Is that glow in the dark stuff? No, it is not. But it probably is like blacklight reactive, I'd guess. But that's probably just due to the nature of it, right? There we go. Look at that, guys. I'm actually super happy with that. I wonder if we can thin this out and see what we get here. I'm wondering. All right, we're going to try something here. Scissors. Okay, chip brush. Let's blow it out, and then we should. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. Also see how much of a mess I make. Bam. Okay. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, that'll need to cure. So, but you guys can kind of see where we're going with this, okay? So there's so much damage to this dude that, let's see if you compare it. Is this thing cured? think he's cured to the touch at least. You know, if you compare how much got messed up during the casting of this one, how this one came out a lot nicer. So we're good. But there you go, guys. So that we'll probably do some blood splatter on this one, and we're probably going to end up doing some black and white or black washes, some silicone black washes as well. But I think this is pretty much it for the day, guys. We have been streaming like crazy today. We probably streamed like 5 hours if you include it earlier today. Oh, that reminds me. Let me show you guys the gelatin. Luke, thank you for the follow. If you guys caught my first stream today, we were making our own batch of gelatin, and I told you I would show you where it was at before we bounced today. So let's do that. Whoa. Okay, that happened. Let's see how it is. Feels cool. It appears to have cured. So, God, this stuff's... Oh, wow. It is pretty soft. That's crazy. Huh. Oh, that's cool. It's not sticking to my finger anymore, so that's nice. It reminds me of like a really slacked out silicone. Let's see if I can cut a piece out for you guys to see real quick. Where's my X-Acto knife? It was sitting around here. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's very strong. Ooh. Where is... I need... I had my trimming scissors earlier, right? Come on, guys. There it is. So there it is. So it's like really sticky. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. We'll try and do a cast with it tomorrow. I don't know how it's going to go. It's very sticky, guys. It's very sticky. We might need to add some more gelatin to it. So we'll see. But cool, guys. Jesus. Bam. Guess what, homie? Peace. All right, guys. I'm bouncing out. I'll catch up with y'all later. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back tomorrow with either working on this gelatin or continuing on the Chestbursters. So see you then. Peace.